Hi everyone, I am Hannah and I am from Team 7. And for today, let's talk about authentic leadership. So, what is authentic leadership? So, authentic leaders know who they know what they believe in and their values, and they act on those values and beliefs openly and candidly. So, the primary quality produced by authentic leadership is trust. So, authentic leaders share information, encourage open communication, and stick to their ideals. So, the result of this is that people come to have faith in them. So now let's have ethics and leadership. So ethics and leadership intersect in a number of junctures. So charisma has an ethical component in leadership. So socialized charismatic leadership is a leadership that conveys others-centered values by leaders who model ethical conduct. So unethical leaders use their charisma to enhance power over followers directed toward self-serving ends, while ethical leaders use it in a socially constructive way to serve others. So now let's talk about servant leadership. So there's a saying and it says, I am the leader, therefore I serve. So in servant leadership, leaders go beyond their own self-interest and focus on opportunities to help followers grow and develop. So here are some characteristic behavior of a servant leader. We have listening, persuading, empathizing, accepting stewardship, and actively developing followers' potential. So what are the effects of servant leadership? First, we have higher level of commitment to supervisor, self-efficacy, and perception of justice. Also, it increases team potency and leads to higher level of group performance. Lastly, it focused on growth and advancement, which in turn was associated with higher level of creative performance. So now let's have trust in leadership. So trust means a positive expectation that another will act opportunistically. So it is the primary attribute associated with leadership. So breaking trust can have a serious adverse effect on the group's performance. So do leaders have a responsibility to protect followers? Of course, one of the most significant contribution of a manager of a creative employee was to prevent them from being bombarded with questions and suggestions from higher ups. So leaders are expected to monitor performance and assign work tasks. Also, leaders need to make the environment safe for employees to express their ideas, even if it means generating conflicts with upper level of the organization. So transformational leaders creates support for their ideas in part by arguing that their direction will be in everyone's best interest. So followers who trust a leader are confident their rights and interests will not be abused. So now let's talk about how trust is developed. So we can see in this figure that in order to gain trust, it depends on the leader's trustworthiness and propensity to trust. So leaders need to demonstrate they have integrity, benevolence, and ability in situations where trust is important. So say where they could have behaved opportunistically or let employees down but don't. So trust can be won in the ability domain simply by demonstrating competence. So trust propensity refers to how likely a particular employee is to trust the leader. So time is the final ingredient in the recipe for trust. So we come to trust people based on observing their behavior over a period of time. So once this is violated, trust can be regained, but only in certain situations that depend on the type of violation. So trust can be restored when we observe a consistent pattern of trustworthy behavior by the transgressor. And lastly, what are the consequences of trust? So first, trust encourages taking risk. It facilitates information sharing, trust in groups are more effective, and trust enhances productivity. So that will be all. Thank you.